importance of these micro habits is that you're planting seeds. You don't have to do it perfectly. I kid you not, my 10-year-old son, he had this science project and he's like, Mom, I have these seeds. This was literally 9 days ago. And he was like, I need some dirt. I'm like, sure. So I give him a pot, throw some dirt in there. He throw the seeds in there. He shakes it up. And I'm like, what in the world? And throw some water on it. And I was thinking to myself, there is no way this plant's going to make it. Why? Because I felt like the way he did it was kind of like haphazardly. But guess what? I kid you not. I kid you not. I don't even know what this is. If you do, comment below. But I was like, in 9 days, okay? And so it goes to show that you don't have to be all or nothing. You don't have to plant your seeds perfectly. These micro habits, when you do them little by little over time, something beautiful is going to happen. And you're going to see growth. And so I just hope that story encourages you. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. After a long day of work, it's easy just to plop yourself down on the couch and stroll mindlessly on your phone or binge watch our favorite shows. And while that's totally fine at times, what if we use micro habits to make our evenings more intentional and fulfilling? Well, today I'm sharing a simple but powerful micro habits to help you transition from work. A lot of times we have these personal goals that we don't get to, and it can feel overwhelmed because I don't know about you, after work I'm tired, but I'm going to give you these tools, so let's get to it. The first tool is to divide your days into parts. Now, one of the easiest ways to stay on top of things after work is to, see your work day. You don't have to think, oh, well, the day is over. You have your work day, personal time, relaxation, and bedtime. Those are 4 parts that I like to use. This helps your mind adjust and prevents you from feeling like the whole day was consumed by work. For example, once you step out of the office, tell yourself, the next part of my day is for me. The second tool is to set a SMART goal. For those of you who don't know, there is an acronym using the letters in SMART. S for specific, M for measurable, A for attainable, T for time bound. Did I leave one out? Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. Let's talk about the first letter. It's important to be specific. A lot of times we're too broad. Okay, so instead of saying I want to exercise more, perhaps you say I will walk for 30 minutes on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 5 to 5:30 p.m. The more specific you are, the easier it is to follow through. So consider that, journal about it, and let's keep it moving. Number 3, consider applying the Eisenhower method or matrix. And this is a tool that helps us to focus on what truly matters. Tasks are divided into 4 categories. So in this method, the first category is urgent/important. These are the tasks you want to do immediately. Then you have important but not so urgent, and these are the tasks that we can schedule for later, or you can delegate those tasks. Then you have non-urgent and not important. Okay, you might as well eliminate these. And so by categorizing our tasks, we avoid from feeling scattered. I don't know about you, but when I have too many things on my to-do list, it's just like I don't even want to start. You just feel like, what's the point? Like, I'm not going to get to all of this. So this will eliminate that effect and decrease procrastination. It also allows us to make better decisions on where to put our energy after work. And so let's get to the 4th tool. Close your eyes for it. Close your eyes. Visualization. Yes. Visualize. Why is this key? Well, a lot of times we don't really see ourselves accomplishing a goal until we see ourselves doing it in our mind. And so if you see yourself doing something, you're more likely to do it. So before you leave work, imagine yourself going to the gym, straightening up a room, maybe meal prepping. It might seem a little cheesy, but I'm telling you, it works. So this mental preparation will increase the likelihood of you following through versus endlessly scrolling on your phone. Okay, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with checking up with social media and all that, but sometimes we can get lost in it. The fifth tool is to use the mirror effect. The mirror effect is all about setting yourself up for success by setting up reminders and prompts. For instance, if I know that I want to weight lift 3 times this week, let's say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, on Sunday night, I'm going to prepare 3 outfits to put on my dresser. Why? Because once I walk by and I see those gym outfits, it gives me a visual reminder like, hey, remember these? I know you didn't put these out just to collect dust, right? You're supposed to be doing something. And it's like, oh yeah. And so consider that, like if you know you want to make lasagna, right, after work, put out some of those ingredients that can sit out on a counter as a visual reminder when you walk in, like, oh yeah. Or if you want to juice in the morning, prepare pre-measured ingredients in bags. These small micro habits and environmental changes make it easier to stick to your goals without relying on motivation alone, because sometimes we just don't have it. Number 6, get an accountability partner. Yes, having someone to hold you accountable increases your likelihood of success. This is why counseling is so powerful. You know, as a therapist myself, I have a therapist. Why? Because yes, I know that it's important to engage in movement, to journal, and to use these different tools that I share with my clients all the time, but it doesn't mean that I'm applying them myself, right? So when I know I have to meet with my therapist, it's a reminder like, oh yeah, let me make sure that I'm doing my homework as well. So whether it's a workout buddy, a mentor, a friend, you know, it's great to have someone who can share with your wins and also your struggles to keep you on track. Sometimes you can text each other about small victories and encourage each other along the way. I also have an accountability partner that I like to hit up every now and then and text her some scripture verses that I've read for that day, and she does the same for me. And so a little accountability goes a long way. Now let's go to micro habit number 7. Celebrate small successes. This should go without saying, but sometimes we forget to do this. It could be as simple as giving yourself a high five in the mirror or sharing it with someone that you know wants to see you win. Sometimes you gotta be careful who you share your wins with, because some people may not be too thrilled, I hate to say, but it's important to surround yourself with others who want to see you win and who can celebrate with you. So whether it's treating yourself to a special tea or writing down in your journal or saying a good job to yourself, acknowledge the small steps. Progress is progress no matter how small. So let's go to micro habit number 8. It's so important to document your journey. I love to do this through journaling. And so tracking your ups and downs helps with self-awareness, but it also helps so that you can reflect on your journey and see patterns. What works, what doesn't, and how far you've come. This makes it easier to repeat success habits and avoid pitfalls. Let's get to the next micro habit. Number 9 is to take breaks and rest. Whether you are using a timer, I love to use a handy dandy timer here to remind myself to take a break. Okay, for those who are former perfectionists or workaholics, yes, I'm talking to you in the back. You cannot pour from an empty cup. If you push too hard without recharging, you are going to burn out. Plan intentional rest days where you're doing nothing but relax. Or you can say, you know what, maybe I can't plan a whole day. Maybe I can plan a half day, right? Especially if you're a new mom, you're like, I wish. And if you struggle with guilt surrounding rest, check out my previous video on how to rest intentionally without that guilt. Okay, so I'll link it there. So that's it, friends. These micro habits can make a huge difference in how you feel and what you accomplish after work. Question for you. I want you to consider which one you will try first. Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you don't miss the next video. Lastly, remember this is a process. And so be patient with yourself and know that perfection doesn't live here. Much love.